Hey.
Your favorite med to MD,
Tina Chatterjee.
Aliah Fonte, and just super excited to share with you guys
that
we matched! We're just so happy and like honestly still processing because this happened 2 weeks ago now?
About 2 weeks, yeah. We've lost track of time.
Time spent still when you're still processing great news, okay?
Yeah.
How about that? Well, we really just wanted to hop on here to share like briefly that we matched, and obviously we would love to do a longer video, give tips, all of that good stuff. But really today we wanted to actually like share with you all a letter that we wrote to ourselves as first year medical students. Both of us wrote different things, and then we haven't seen this letter until like
I just like
right
looked
after
at
match.
it like today. I haven't read it, but
yeah, and it's like we wrote letters to ourselves years ago.
It'd be nice to like read it now and see what sort of like what we thought our journey was gonna be like, and yeah.
So we want to read, we want to share it with you guys. Like, please stay tuned, please listen in, laugh alongside us, cry alongside us, whatever. But no, like for real, we just thought it'd be cute to share as we're thinking about our journeys. Tina, do you want to go first?
Sure. Okay. I wrote this letter May 26, 2020, and it reads, Dear Dr. Tina Chatterjee, this is Confused Old Jew from 2020. First of all, congratulations on completing medical school. Yay! We both know how hard you've worked throughout all these years. I don't know what your journey will be like throughout these 4 years, but my advice to you is never forget these times. Never let go of the amazing friends you've made throughout all these years. Remember how scared you were during orientation day in first year, but then you met some amazing people who were just as terrified as you were, and they became your best friends. Remember the first formative you bombed? The one formative that made you question whether you would make a good doctor or not. But look how far you've come. Remember those sleepless nights a few days before a summative. Remember the days you spent with friends, studying, partying, having fun, and making memories. Remember crying like a baby in front of your friends because you missed mom and dad. These years were some of the golden years of your life. You have a long way to go now, but remember all the lessons you learned throughout these years. Don't be afraid to make mistakes and step out of your comfort zone. Just don't be stupid and make the same mistakes over and over again. Most importantly, remember to take time off for yourself when you need it. You don't need to feel guilty when you're not doing something productive. Because guess what? The time you spent drawing or doing some random photography was productive. You gave yourself time to relax and do things you actually enjoy. I'm proud of you no matter what, and I'm sure mom and dad are proud of you as well. You'll be a great doctor just like dad, and mom will surely hear you dictating images in a few years. Congrats. Love, first year Tina.
Aww. That is the sweetest letter ever. I love it. How do you feel after reading?
Honestly, all of the questions I asked myself, like remember this, remember that, it brought back memories as I was reading the letter, and I'm very glad to have made amazing friends like Aliah in med school.
We have also made a shout out to all our other amazing great friends too.
Yeah.
So I'm going to read my letter. It's a little bit more lengthy. Bear with me, y'all. And I don't have it dated, but we must have written it around the same time. Yeah. Mine says, Dear Aliah, Maya Angelou once said, success is liking yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it. I cannot believe you completed your first year of medical school. It is a manifestation of the dream you had in 2009 as a 9th grader that you were able to enter your first year of medical school in 2019, 10 years after your dream and determination to become a medical doctor. I am so proud of you. I know that you tend to be very hard on yourself. I know that the pandemic led to a lot of disappointments. I know you wrestle with being present and content. Dear Aliah, I truly hope that every step of the journey leading up to match day and after that, you are able to take times to pause and to love yourself and to trust God's plan for your life. Remember, in all your ways, acknowledge Him. Remember, it is His plans for you to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a good future. I am writing to you to encourage you to make sure that whatever you do it for His glory. If He entrusts you with it, be faithful that way He may entrust you with more. Anything with your name attached, make sure you work hard and do it for His glory, and such that the signature of your efforts reflects a humble, hardworking, and determined woman who compassionately serves others and respects what you have been entrusted with. My sincere prayer for you is to remain in the will of God. There is joy, peace, hope, compassion, mercy, and love in abundance when you remain in His will. Please guard your peace and allow yourself to work as unto God, not unto man. Today is the day you have dreamed about, and the Lord has seen fit to allow it to come to pass. Please do not look left and right and be concerned with who match where and compare it to where you're going. Trust that whether your number 1 choice or your number 3 choice, God has opened that door for you. Trust that you're going to be where you're supposed to be, to impact the lives of patients and communities for the better as an amazing OBGYN. You will have a lot to learn, but as you go forth into this season, may God orchestrate every step of your path, and may you submit your plan and desires to Him. May you trust that the loans will be paid off, that you will be able to do a good job and serve as a physician educator and advocate for underserved communities and minorities. May you trust that He will open a door for marriage, oh yes, and family, and the purchase of a home, and all of these big boss and mature moves for you when the time is right and not a second before or a second too late. My dear, ask Him to cloak you with patience and to be a guide over your demeanor, conversation, and attitude, such that a humble and Christ-like spirit rules over you as a resident, attending, wife, mother, daughter, sister, cousin, friend, and in all the other roles He will bless you enough to encompass. He has brought you to Meharry Medical College in 2019, and He is with you. He goes before you, and He will never leave or forsake you. All of your plans, scholarships, leaderships, grades, step scores, research, grants, away rotations, residency interviews, matching, and all of your efforts that you feel like will make you stand out should not be what you rely and lean upon as the measure of success or identity. As you continue to move forward, recall that you cannot attribute the day and the success of matching to yourself, but that is all due to the work, orchestration, and favor of God in addition to your faith and work ethic. Remember that there are many times you were faithless and your hope felt deferred, and so many times that little things, comparison, and even loneliness had room to steal your joy. But prayers of the righteous in your life, the times you have clasped to God, and His ultimate pursuit of you experiencing and encountering Him like never before, showcase their handprint in your journey. Your journey is your testimony. Our faithful God has been faithful, and I challenge you, no matter how busy you are, or no matter how busy you'll be in this next step, to make time to prioritize God and to give Him rule over your heart. Lastly, be sure to thank your tribe and those who pointed you back to Him and never gave up on you, those who loved you deeply and never allowed you to have stress, insecurity, and depression roll over you. God has sent them and placed them specifically in your life, so how beautiful is it that you can celebrate with them today. Love you, Aliah. Also, mine is dated May 17th. Boom, boom.
No, that was a really well-written letter and a really nice reflection. How did you feel reading it?
I felt overwhelmed. I'm like, I really wrote that to myself. Like, no, seriously, I know myself pretty well. I'm just kidding. These past few years have been tough, and like a lot of things stood out to me in that letter. Like, I remember in first year having to like go to tutoring for genetics or tutoring for certain things that other people didn't have to go to tutoring for, and I felt like, I don't know, like comparison, like, am I good enough? Like, am I smart enough? Am I gonna make it? You know? And
we've made it. And also, like, how does it feel? Like, you've accomplished several of those things written on your letter.
No, I feel like I should always write letters to myself, like, and just read them later, because this is like so encouraging.
It's a really nice, like, I just love that our classmate Amari,
shout out to Amari,
that came up with this idea, and we actually got a chance to, step back and like look at how we were previously, and then what we feel like now after matching and coming so far. It feels good.
Feels great. 10 out of 10 recommend writing letters to yourself and reading them. 4 years.
Yeah.
Fast forward 4 years.
I'm gonna do another one before I start residency.
We should do one. Oh my gosh.
See how we feel after residency, leading up to attending hood or fellowships, and then attending hood. Oh my goodness.
So much. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. We wanted to share our letters. Drop down below if like you guys also wrote letters to yourself, or like if you've reflected about your journeys and like some of the highs and the lows, and like been able to pause to celebrate yourself and how far you've come, whether that's on the pre-med level, whether you're doing a master's, whether you're doing a non-traditional route right now, or whether you're just like us and you just recently matched. We'd love to hear, or have you comment down below.
Put your stories in the comments
below,
and please like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
Yes. Thanks, guys.
See you guys next time.
Next time.